is this time and date. Yeah. So January 6th, 12:36 in the afternoon. So I have done some work. I think I may have showed this maybe on the other camera. Well, no, I was playing this camera. Doesn't want to focus, of course. Is it one of these kind of cameras? Come on, baby. Yeah, there we go. Kind of. Anyway, yeah. That's what happened to my electrode. Ate right through the motherfucker. So, you probably can't see it on the camera, but yeah, you can, I don't know if you can see or not, but anyway, you can actually see the internal, you know, there's a resistor heater inside there. You can actually see it. So, anyway. So, I'm on to my second victim. A spark plug. So this is a iridium spark plug. It's brand new. I got it from work. I work at a Chevy and Dodge dealership here in Tahlequah. Anyway, I kind of screwed this one up. I tried to take the cap off and the whole thing come apart. Some spark plugs, like that cap screws on, but this one obviously does not. It was made into it somehow or another. So I went to twisting and boink, there it goes. Two pieces. Yeah, awesome. So I don't think this one. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's probably no good. So anyway, I got it for free, so I'm good shit. Okay, so I'm not sure. I guess you can see it sort of from here with this camera. But anyway, you know, this camera, the one I'm pointing into, is going to give an overall view. Now, I've added some switches. So I got 4 transformers, and I got 4 switches. Imagine that. Kind of like a lowrider. I don't know how many switches a lowrider has, but anyway, I just basically have power coming out, going into my switches, and then coming off of each switch into the primary of each transformer. I went ahead and hooked up a capacitor across each transformer. Of course, still have my capacitor bank hooked up, and my bridge rectifier in the very back there. So it's kind of a rat's nest of wires. You know, because especially, you know, I got 2 different junction blocks there, switch box, bunch of capacitors, whatever. Then I got another junction thing up here, tube, and then of course the experiment box. So I went ahead and I got me a black towel and I put back behind the cell. I've taken the heat blanket off, little insulation blanket. I don't think it's necessary anymore with the amount of voltage I'm able to put into the cell now. Now on the close-up camera, I got my voltmeter there, so when I turn it on, it'll be sideways, but we'll be able to see the volts that's going into the cell, as well as, you know, a good close-up shot of the cell. Now, let me see if I can zoom in on this with this camera here. Oh shit! Fingers, you're right in the way. My dog. Ming, you gotta get up, buddy. Move. Ming, move, dog. Move. Go on. Come on. Ming, get up. Let's go. He's kind of old. Ming, let's go. Go on, buddy. Get up. Ah, oh, Jesus. Mingers. Okay, well, he's not listening. Get up. Gosh dang it. Oh well. Anyway, I got to where I can get to my camera. Alright, I'm zooming in here. Yeah. Okay, so I've reconfigured the cell. Obviously, I'm using a different electrode, so I had to figure out a way to get it stuck in there. Now, I probably, after this run, you know, when I inspect it, I'll go ahead and video that, and we'll be able to see. You'll be able to see better how I've configured it. But basically, let me get something maybe skinnier. Ooh, kind of. Anyway, the spark plug is down here, and so that is your center electrode, and I've moved the outer electrode up here. I've also moved the magnets above, the stack of magnets above. So the electrode itself is just not very far from the bottom of the jar. Now, I still have it sitting on the speaker magnet, so it's basically it's in a traction. So you know the electrode is kind of sitting in between a you know attracting magnetic field, basically. So anyway, so you know before I had the center electrode above the outer electrode, and one problem of course was all of the oxygen bubbles coming off and stuff obscured any kind of view of what was going on. Plus this electrode, the center electrode being up so high with the turbulence, I think it was, I want it to be more in contact with the water all the time instead of being, because that's part of what I'm, the more final experiment or the next iteration with active flow, that's kind of the point, is to separate the gas from the water and then only have the electrode exposed to the water, not any of the bubbles, or very little of the bubbles, basically, is my thinking. So or at least of the oxygen bubbles. So see, that's why you gotta move, buddy. So he's right underneath the camera tripod, and so he just stretched and moved, and the camera also moved. Alright, so I could probably zoom this one in. Oops. A little more. There we go. Alright, buddy, you gotta get up. Ming, get up. Go on. Ming, go on. Move. Go. Let's go. Jesus, shouldn't have to yell at you. Fuck. Alright, that's a little better. Pumpkin, don't you come in here. Fuck. There we go. Now we can see what's going on the top somewhat with this camera. It's too zoomed in. Up there. That way we'll get a little zoomed out. There we go. That's perfect. Okay. We can keep that right there. That'll be awesome. Alright. So, we got this view. We got the close-up view, which I may even zoom it in to get a little even closer view from it. No, I don't want to do that. Alright. see here. Time is 12:46. So I got the Scariac turned all the way down. I think to start with, I'm just going to turn them all on and turn it up as far as I can without blowing the breaker. Just to get the cell warmed up. So, Ming, dude, you gotta move. You gotta get out of here. Come on. Get up. Let's go. Come on, Ming. Here. You come in here. Ming, come on. Ming, come on. Come on, bud. Let's go. Come on here. Come on. Lay on the bed. Be nice and comfy. There you go, buddy. Alright. Get him out of my way. Alright. Okay, so we got main power on, and transformers on. Oh, I got my voltmeter on. That's kind of silly. Alright, turn this off. My voltmeter on. Alright. Alright. We're on. But we're not on over here. Okay, so here's the first test of my switch box. I'm turning on one transformer. 14 volts, and I'm shorted up here, dumbass. Alright. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Alright. Whoa, 123 volts. See the spark plug, of course it's a teeny tiny little electrode, so yeah, it's working, but it's tiny. Huh. Well, with one on, we seem to be okay. I got 123 volts, and that's with the Scariac all the way down. So obviously we're not. Yeah, with that small, tiny electrode, it's not making very much current. Check my this thing here. Nothing even tight. Yeah, so I mean, with this camera, you can't even see the bubbles. Yeah, I don't know. That one's getting them through. See, a spark plug, this is what's also going to be interesting, is that, spark plug has a little gap between the electrode and the outer part, so it's going to collect the hydrogen as it first goes up. So what it's doing is it's making a big hydrogen bubble, and then it kind of pops off. This one is humming pretty good. I don't know. Yeah, I need a current meter also, because I don't really know how much current's flowing right now. Oops. Oh, I'm trying to see. Yeah, if there's oxygen production. It's pretty minuscule at the moment. Huh. Well, go ahead and flip the switch on this one transformer. Whoa. Whoa. Well, we got some sort of ignition already. I don't know what the voltage. What did the voltage show? I didn't see. All I could hear was a transformer making some weird noises over here. I think I want to let. Oh shit! Damn it! Alright, I gotta shut it off for a second. The buzzing of this one transformer caused the capacitor to vibrate off. Let's get up there. Better spot. Yeah, this is pretty rigged at the moment. Alright, back on. Yeah, we're at 128 volts. Scary act down all the way. Alright, flipping the switch. It drops 55 volts. Huh. Interesting. Boy, that thing is humming. Wow, and vibrating too. Alright, turn that off. Okay, we're going to keep that where it's at. And then we're going to try another transformer, see what happens. Oh, well, we got an obvious more energy going in there. Volts jumped up. Alright. Yeah. Not any more vibrations. Actually, it's gotten a little quieter. So yeah, we're at almost 200 volts. I don't see anything going on. Huh. Well, okay, I guess it's... Huh. Yeah, it's doing it. It's just so tiny. Huh. Well, go ahead and flip on the 3 transformers. Oh wow, so you get some more voltage. Imagine that. It's doing stuff, but boy, at this rate, it might take it a while for it to fire off. Thermal imager. Oh yeah, there it is. Alright, let's see what we got here. We should put the blankie back on it, huh? With the small electrode, I might need it. Let's see here. Yeah, there's no heat in there at the moment. Okay. I wonder. Yeah. Shit. Maybe problem with these spark plugs. Let me see if I can find one. These modern spark plugs they use what's called resistor spark plugs, and so there's obviously a resistor in them, which is going to reduce the current quite a bit, unfortunately. Let me see. Oh. Did you trip the breaker? I heard something weird. Check. Yeah, the meter's in there. I was going to measure it, but the meter's in there, so. Well, um, try the fourth transformer. Little jump in voltage that time. Not much. Alright, well we got all four of them on. We're at 220 volts going up. Alright, I'm going to turn this up. It's going up. I mean, if it's making bubbles, it's just so small. I can't see it. Look at that voltage. Dang, 350 almost. Wowza. 350. But no action. Huh. Very interesting. I mean, it's making hydrogen, but yeah. Huh. Transformers are humming away. as both solutions warm up, both the scariac and the cell, yeah, typically there's a rise in voltage, but I just don't think I'm making any current. The cell is still very cold. We're technically above the voltage rating of these caps. Caps are cold, so don't worry about them. Transformer, the first one I turned on is about 100 degrees. The others are, somewhere in that area. Yeah, 367 volts. Wow. I mean, it's doing stuff, but not much. I'm scared to push it. I mean, these caps are only rated. It says they're only rated at 280. So, I'm already almost 100 volts over the rating. And it's going up, I think. Turn this down a little bit. Put her down to about 280. Just to be safe.